Hey Virgos, Cosmic Queen Intuitive here, doing a reading for my gorgeous Virgo Earth signs. Doing an Earth sign series called Moving On. Ooh, there's the Empress upright. And so we're going to be finding out why the Virgo decided to move the fuck on, okay? So this is going to tell us about our situation. We are going to, of course, okay. So we're going to get our situation. We're going to get we're going to ask some questions about why the Virgo is moving on. So first here we have the Ace of Swords in reverse because there's been lies. The King of Wands, both in reverse, so that is some real foul scoundrel shit right there. Five of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, so this is what our situation is, which is unfortunately it kind of like reeks. It reeks. And this beautiful Empress here, it is not of her liking. I have to move this light. Sorry. I don't like it. I might have to just turn it off. Darn it. Okay. It is not to her liking whatsoever. She's kind of looking back over here at this Five of Pentacles situation, being like, you know, we're done with that. We're done with that and we're moving on. We're moving on. I feel like she feels empathy for this situation, like self-empathy, like we're so much more than that. Like we really have so much more life to live, so much more to give, you know? I keep hearing that Gloria Gaynor song, like, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. Like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm not a singer. So anyways, that's all you'll ever get from me for singing. One more on the situation, please. Change, Virgo. Change for the better. Change for the better. Okay, look, suitcases are in the back. Like, we're moving on. We're moving on. Okay, Virgo, let's start asking some questions, okay? At the bottom of the deck, for this little spread here, was the Six of Cups. So realistically, you know, this could have been a relationship that had history to it. And when I say history, I may be speaking of like past life history even. Quite frankly, this could have been a contract that came through from another time where that wasn't complete either, or where the two agreed to work together on maybe some past life karma. I don't know. But it's done really nothing for this Empress but cause Five of Pentacles energy, which is of loss, which is of lack. And obviously that's the antithesis of the Empress, right? Like she's everything about her is abundant. Unfortunately, that's just not where it led, and there has to be a change. Okay, even change is a 9 card. I mean, it's even like we're out. All right, Virgo. So why the relationship ended? Spirit, tell me why the relationship ended for Virgo. Why did the relationship end for Virgo? Please help me give clear, concise, and deep reading for Virgo. Ooh. Okay, well, why it ended is because you had to set yourself free, honey. Why it ended is because you were really tired of being in the upright Eight of Wands situation, which is like completely encapsulated with swords beneath you. Like you can't even move because you're so imprisoned in this, like, it's like you can look out, you can see out, but you can't get out. You're completely blocked. And you, wow, the relationship ended so that you can be free. All right. Whether that is you that ended it, whether it's the other that ended it, or whether it's the universe that ended it. I mean, it ended so that you could be free. You know, I just am not, but I don't want to start over. So I apologize for the breaks here. I'm just turning it off. Fuck it. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So, you know, realistically, the relationship ended so that you could have wish fulfillment. And perhaps being free is your wish fulfillment, you know? Perhaps it sure is. Look at that. Four of Wands. I believe that you always wanted the Four of Wands, and your wish fulfillment is to be free to be able to pursue that. So congratulations. Congratulations, my beautiful Virgo, my fellow Virgo, I might add. Now let's ask, what is the baggage? What is the baggage that Virgo is still carrying? What is the baggage that Virgo is still carrying? Spirit, what is the baggage that Virgo is still carrying about this? What is Virgo still carrying around? What's the baggage? Ah, 2 8s. We got 2 8s here. The Eight of Wands. So I think there's communication that has been left unexpressed. And perhaps that is something that weighs heavily on the Virgo, that the communication not being expressed is like, basically it leaves, like, okay, look at this energy. It's almost like anxiety. It's like not grounded, very electric energy. Okay, so to me it feels like Virgo is left with this very electrifying energy within them that was unexpressed emotion, unexpressed conversation. And, you know, 2 8s, is there something to be said about that? 5 of Wands in reverse, the bottom of the deck. So as it pertains to the baggage being still carried around, is like, maybe there was unsaid communication about, you know, all the games that were played, because this is saying it's, you know, it's done. That part of the situation is done. There are no more games being played. It's the games are over. 5 of Wands is in reverse, but I feel like that's what the communication probably was about. Is just what it feels like to me. Okay, we're going to use Dreams of Gaia right now, and we're going to get why you find it hard to move on. Okay, and by the way, everything is pre-shuffled. I spend about 20-30 minutes meditating on the energy of the sign I'm going to read for and shuffling. So why is the Virgo finding it hard to move on? Why is the Virgo finding it hard to move on? We have the Ace of Air in reverse with the 9 of Water. So that's very kind of like heavy emotions, okay? I am going to, I know what the Ace of Air is in upright, but I'm just not sure what it is in reverse. So we are going to find out. Sorry about that. I tried to have these marked for my own quick survey, and I just have it ready. Okay, so the Ace of Air reversed wants to know if you are holding on to outdated beliefs. And once again, this is why is Virgo finding it hard to move on, okay? The Ace of Air reversed wants to know if you're holding on to outdated beliefs, opinion, or fears, or shit, I lost my place, or fears that are exerting an influence on your decision-making ability. Past hurts, past failures, and mistakes, loss, the thoughts of opinions of others, and fear of upsetting others. If we disagree or choose a way that is different to their own, all of these things can hamper our ability to implement new ideas or a new way of being. Over time, they become impediments that can limit and restrict. Remember, we freed ourselves though, okay? The Ace of Air reverse asks that you look within to discover what it is that prevents you from acting. Are your own beliefs sabotaging your future goals? Okay, so why we're finding it hard to move on, Virgo, here in this situation is that we're holding on to many of the things that imprisoned us over here, you know, because this became a prison for multitude of reasons and over a long period of time. You don't get stuck in a mental prison overnight. This is something that happens over a period of time, over a period of where you become accustomed to a negative pattern of thinking, maybe negative mind space about yourself, maybe ideas, maybe outdated ideas of the way things are supposed to be. And before you know it, you have all this mental traction that all of a sudden you have ruts. Then all of a sudden you're stuck where you are because you can't get out because the ruts are so deep. So, and that has to do, you know, that is definitely something that we made a choice to remove ourselves from, okay? We're still holding on to unsaid, unspoken words. We're holding on to ideas of the way it should have been, expectations maybe that others have placed upon you in regards to what a relationship, you know, should look like, or how you should be acting, or we don't do that in our family, or, you know, whatever. This is this is restriction that is impeding your ability to move forward, which is exactly what the question was, is why are you finding it hard to move on? Okay. So lessons learned to be remembered. Lessons learned to be remembered for the Virgo. What are some lessons that the Virgo learned at this time? Regeneration. That's spectacular, is it not? So regeneration, I feel like the lesson learned here is that you have to water your own tree, okay? And it's 46, which comes to a 10, you know, a 10, which is a 1, which is starting over. So regeneration, the lesson you learned there, and then at the bottom of the deck is no place like home. So the lesson you learned there with regeneration, Virgo, is that you are fully capable of watering your own plant. You are fully capable of watering your own, being your own nourishment, and realizing that you can come back from a state of being deprived of that which you consider nourishment, whether that's lack of love, whether that's a lack of self-care, whether that's a lack of commitment, because the King of Wands in reverse is like, I'm not committing to anything. Like, I am absolutely in and I'm out and it's all about me. So there may have been a lot of lack, and you found out, Virgo, that you are capable of being an alchemist. You are capable of taking that which kind of came in as poison and turning it into your own elixir, to elixir for your soul. rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. I feel like the lesson learned here is that Gloria Gaynor, I will survive. I will survive. You know what I mean? You learned that you can get through being in prison, and an absolute mental prison, and that you can get yourself out of it. You've learned that you are your own captor, and you are your own jailer, and you are also the one who can escape. You are self-contained. Okay, that might be something that you learned through your time in lockup here, lockup of the mind. So why, next question is, why is it good that they're gone? Why is it good for the Virgo that they're gone now? Why is it good for the Virgo that they're gone? Why is it good for the Virgo that they're gone? Spirit, thank you so much. Ooh, holy bananas. Okay. It's good for the Virgo that they're gone because now you're on track. Okay? Now you're on track. Before, you were probably, like I said, you were stuck in a rut. You were perhaps lost as opposed to being on track. Perhaps you were going the wrong direction entirely. Perhaps that was a side road that took you on a path and you ended up in the wilderness, you know? But it's good that they're gone because now you're on track. You're on track with your goals, your ambitions, your motivation, your creativity is back. You have it's like ambition came back to you, like a spark came back to you. So that's why it's good they're gone. Okay? Just in case you have to, in case you fall into those moments of like you miss them, you get into limerence and you start remembering the good times, you get into that Six of Cups energy, and you're just like, but it was good, there was something about it that, you start getting into what it was that put you in that position of imprisonment. And then you take a look at your life right now and you're like, wait a minute, I am now going in the right direction. I need to give this time for me to look at the view from this train. Like, let's look at the view at what's happening here. Let's not get caught up in what was. Now we're moving forward. Okay, I'm very proud of you, Virgo. I'm very proud of you. How to learn to love again, Virgo. How is the Virgo gonna learn to live again, or love again, or shit? I mean, I said live. I mean, maybe you are literally learning how to live your life again without this person stuck in your energy. Perhaps you're trying to learn how to move forward without the thought of this person being in your life. Maybe you're learning to live again, But the question is, how will the Virgo learn to love again? How will the Virgo learn to love again? How will the Virgo learn to love again? Holy shit, you're getting a ton of aces here, okay? I know this ace was in reverse, but it was speaking to you very specifically about the baggage that you were carrying. So it's in reverse, but it's a lesson. So you have 1, 1, 1, 1, okay? You have rebirth. You have back on track, and the One of Scrolls is like the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, the Akashic Records Tarot has a different vibe on tarot cards, but essentially it's in the family of Earth, it's in the family of Pentacles, it's in the family of something tangible. Okay, so how you're going to learn to love again is you are going to be the keeper of your own seed, sweetheart. You are going to be the one who plants the seed, who nurtures the seed, who feeds the seed, who watches it bloom, who watches it blossom, who continues to feed it to full growth. This is you now. It's right next to regeneration, which, you know, that's just beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. So you're going to learn to love again through self-care, because pentacles um are completely tied. So your money and your health are completely tied together. Okay? Pentacles are what is tangible, that is visible, and is also, you know, part of us within the body. It's that which is real right here, right now. It's not 5D, it's not air. It is the tangible, okay? So you're going to get real good at not seeing a mirage and or creating a mirage, or, you know, an illusion, and being sucked into that. You're going to get real good at not to the degree that it's at, you know, to your fault, or that it's a fall, but you're going to get real good at, like, I'll believe that when I see it, instead of getting caught up in the fantasy of love. You're going to say, I'm going to need for the actions to match your words. I'm going to need to see you. You're going to have to take those steps for me to be able to accept what it is that you're saying. And that's okay. Like, having some boundaries so that you don't get stuck in that situation is a beautiful thing, Virgo. So, and on top of it, you're putting those boundaries in. Having self-care, a good self-care routine, is going to give you better finances. You know, you're going to have healthier finances. Your finances are going to regenerate because you're back on track, Virgo. All right, this is beautiful. I love this fucking energy. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's get an advice card. Let's do hopeful advice for the future for our Virgo. Hopeful advice for the future for our Virgo. Hopeful advice, Spirit. Thank you for such a beautiful on-time message. Hopeful advice for the future. Hopeful advice for the future is orphaned in reverse. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Orphaned in reverse, Virgo. Okay. Perhaps once upon a time in this connection, oh, look, can you see the face in that rock? It's like orphaned with a ghost underneath you. Yet, you know, just a ghost, because you're all by yourself. But the orphan is in reverse. Okay. So the hopeful message for hopeful advice for the future is that you're not alone. Oh my God, this is at the bottom of the deck. Higher power. You have never been orphaned. You felt like you were. You had a piece of you that you really listened to, that was in pain, that was you know, perhaps even dealing with issues from childhood that maybe you recreated for yourself in current time. Like, maybe you had not the best childhood. Maybe this wasn't the first time you were abandoned in a relationship, except maybe it was in different circumstances in a different time of life. And I think the higher power is here saying, you've never been alone. I've always been with you, Virgo. I've always been with you. I've always been next to you. I've always been here for you. You've never been alone. And I feel like the hopeful advice for you, Virgo, is that now you know that, because you had to really call on this higher power that is actually within you to help pull you through this situation. Okay? You didn't get out of the Five of Pentacles by yourself. Man, I'm getting all fired up. You did not recover from this. You didn't turn into the Empress from this Five of Pentacles by yourself. See, look how they're embracing each other. Maybe they didn't have a lot, but there was still something there comforting you, which is why the Empress is looking back saying like, oh honey, like you're never alone. Like you're never alone. I'm always with you. This is like your higher self that was always with you, within you, and now has become you. Ah, Virgo. Damn. Your glow up is it's gonna knock yourself out. You're gonna knock yourself out. Okay, I want to do just one departing little message here from the Tea Leaf Tarot. Okay, that was a whole bunch that came through. I don't know if I'll take all of them, but I think I will. Oh shit. What did we just talk about? Money will be coming to you, Virgo. You know why? Because your self-care is improving, your health is improving, and your coin is attached to that. It's attached to your self-worth. And baby, you're the Empress now, all right? You are no longer the change of the Five of Pentacles. You've had change. You've had change. You have money coming to you, Virgo, okay? Haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. Well, what you're sowing now is pretty good, and that other individual might be facing harsh karma. But you know what? We don't, like, part of a journey for me, and I hope this is the same for you, Virgo, is that I have, you know, there was a moment in time where I was caught up in the whole karma thing. Like, oh, you know, I just want justice. I just want to get, you know, that person to get their karma and to get what's coming for them and da 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 da. Well, now it's just like I'm so beyond that. Like I don't even care. I really don't. It's not that if anything, I now see this individual in this situation because actually, you know, I am a Virgo as well. So we're all kind of experiencing, so many of us are coming through the end of a really long cycle and are emerging into a new cycle where it's full of love, prosperity, and health and well-being. And part of that well-being is learning how to give God control, let your higher power be in charge of karma. Have nothing to do with it. Keep your karma clear, keep your side of the street clear, be in integrity with yourself, okay? Just be in integrity with yourself. Oh my God. And work, achievement, success. So not only is your coin improving, but I think something's happening, Virgo, with work that is like you're experiencing a regeneration there as well. Whether you're starting a new job, whether you are still in the same job or career, you're going to experience a reinvigorate and invigorating is what I'm thinking of. You're gonna experience a surge of that new energy into whatever it is you're doing, whether it's something new or whether it's something that you've not moved from and that you're still in the same job or same career. You're gonna experience a new side of that, Virgo, okay? Everything is about to start to come together because you're on track now. Shield. You need to defend yourself. I'm going to say that has to do with boundaries. I don't know that you necessarily have to, I don't know that there's anybody that you have to defend yourself from. I feel like this is allowing yourself to be your own protector. But what I mean by that is not defensive, but that now instead of, having just like the open door policy and I give the benefit of the doubt until you fuck me over or whatever, I don't think it's like that anymore. Like I said, it's like, you know what? I think you're going to have to, those actions, they need to back up the words. And that's a form of protecting yourself and not falling for, the bullshit anymore. You're not falling for the words anymore, Virgo. Fucking A. A sincere wish will be granted, Virgo. this reading is like, I want to cry because I really believe in this for you, Virgo. I do. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. And I see it happening in my own world. And I just like, I know that if you believe in yourself, you can free yourself. I know if you drop the baggage, you will be weightless. You will be like, the full card where you just like, you're not taking any baggage with you, but you're taking all the lessons that you learned and you're applying them to your life now to where you can be free. You can truly be free. You can live a life with all the love and passion and good stuff that was always intended for you. It was always intended for you. It's never been something that was being held back from you. Your higher power was always there. Spirit was always there with you. But we have a life path and a journey that we have to go on and, experience our own lessons. I mean, sometimes I really do feel like, before birth we already know, like we might have like, okay, like a book of lessons, right? And we're like, all right, I guess this life I'm picking this next set of lessons. So you like come into the world, into life, with a set of lessons already that are predetermined, that you will learn from. And then it's, your own path unveils itself to learn those lessons. And once you've learned those lessons, you don't have to learn them again. Okay? You gain freedom through that journey. And what felt like was being held back from you the whole time is now just, you can access it, because that was the deal you made with yourself, is like, I will get those blessings when I have learned this lesson, but not until then, because then they'll be spoiled. Like, I don't want them to be rotted, type thing. Anyways, Virgo, I love you. I am so proud of you. Just keep going, be strong, hold your head up high, and aim for the stars, baby. You got a lot of life to live and a lot of love to give, and you will survive. All right? Take care, Virgo. See you next time.